Hi, my name is Lorie, and I am finally returning from a almost 3-month hiatus from content creation. So for anyone that has been following me for a bit, it has definitely been a little bit of a rocky road for me in regard to content creation. I kind of discovered that I was severely burnt out since 2020, and it wasn't just burnout from content creation, it was just burnout from everything. I really struggled with a lot of things in my life. I recognized that I was also very emotionally dysregulated. It was a lot, and I am feeling much better now, but I don't want to get too much into the nitty-gritty of what I experienced, and more so of how I'm feeling now and the plan for the future. I also kind of want to do something different in this video where I make it a positive experience and I talk about the things that I've been enjoying and the things that I've been doing to bring me back to some sort of connection with myself and my friends and my family and even nature and just feeling more like myself. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, so make yourself a warm drink or grab a snack or whatever. We're gonna have a little chat. I am feeling much better in that I do want to tackle more YouTube again, and I miss editing videos. I do miss interacting with my communities, but I think editing videos, I just feel this creative spark coming back with video editing and taking my experiences with games and turning them into something fun for people to watch. Also, I feel like this video is going to be a little everywhere just because I have ADHD and I have a lot to say, but I also don't want this video to be a million hours long. So I'm going to try and do my best. For the longest time, I have been creating for other people when I initially started creating for myself and because I enjoyed it. I definitely lost sight of that. And I think it's something that probably a lot of creatives experience where you are wanting to just make people happy. I am a recovering people pleaser, and mixing that with content creation can definitely have its drawbacks because I'm always thinking about what other people are expecting from me or what other people want to see from me. I think a lot of people who create for themselves put out their best work because you are working from a place of passion. So after reflecting and therapy sessions and journaling and just kind of sitting with myself, I definitely came to the conclusion that I haven't been creating for myself in a long time. I think the last time that I felt like I was doing something for myself for sure was when I started playing the Xenoblade series. And of course, I've played other games since Xenoblade that have been very important to me. I played Final Fantasy 13 for the first time. I played Final Fantasy 16 for the first time. I played Nier Automata for the first time, and all of these games were so great. But I think Xenoblade felt very cathartic for me because it was right after I had made the decision to not do Genshin Impact full time. Also, I will probably talk about Genshin Impact in another video. That's a whole different thing. So if you are wanting me to talk about Genshin, then, or just Hoyoverse in general, then just stay tuned for the next video. Anyway, to kind of wrap that part up, I want to focus on working from a place of passion again, instead of trying to fulfill what others are expecting of me. And I'm not just referring to schedules and things like that. Of course, I want to adhere to a schedule that I set for myself. But I mean, if I want to play something, whether that be for a YouTube series or for something to stream live or even to play it on my own time, I really am going to work on not feeling compelled to do it because somebody else wants me to. I started to get really lazy with some of my editing. I didn't really put in as much effort into certain things because I was burnt out, because it might have not been something that I wanted to do at that time, but I felt I had to. But because of feeling like I had to keep doing it, and because I kept thinking, if I don't do this, I'm going to disappoint so many people, I forced myself. And I forced myself, and I forced myself, and this was for almost 5 years of just forcing myself to do things, even if it wasn't something that I wanted to do at the time. And I just want to also mention that this is no one's fault. I don't want anyone to feel like they had a hand in this or feel bad, because a lot of this was on me. A lot of this was me not sitting with myself and not making realizations of where I was at, and so many other different factors. But moving past that, I do want to say that I am grateful that I took this break. And there are a lot of things that I wasn't aware of until I was able to just put everything on pause. And now I feel much better, and I feel ready to come back to this with a fresh perspective, and I feel like my passion has returned. And I think that I am finally at the point where I don't feel like I have to do certain things if I don't want to do those things. So I think this part of the video was supposed to be about my plan moving forward, but I don't think I really covered that. So I think I'm going to actually talk about that now. I definitely missed creating, and something I discussed with my therapist while on my break is whether or not I still have passion for what I do. I mean, I guess maybe y'all could have gotten the gist of it just by me talking about passion and whatnot, but I mean, that's where I'm headed now, is me focusing on the things that are going to bring me joy in my creative endeavors. Me creating for myself as well as for other people, but not forgetting myself in the process. I have so many like silly ideas that I was afraid of trying out before, because I was afraid of like stepping out of my comfort zone creativity wise, but I really want to try so many different things. I want to do more chatty videos like this. I also think it would be fun to do some vlog style videos of me being a creative, like editing videos and kind of like maybe like day in the life type videos. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about those. I think reaction videos in general have made it harder for me too, because I did rely on those a lot. And that might have been a little bit of a mistake on my part, because it has definitely hindered me creative wise. I don't mind sharing my reactions with everyone, because I think that the thing about reaction videos for me is that I have heard so many people say that they relate so much to my emotions and to the way that I get excited about things and all of that. And that makes me really, really happy. I'm glad that there are people out there who feel validated in watching certain reactions. And I think that's really important. I think it's really important to be able to find somebody that you can relate to. So reaction videos are still going to be here, but I don't want to rely on them as much as I was doing in the past. I want to create my own stuff, and I want people to watch videos of me doing other things and not just watching another video or anything like that. I think I had made that decision a while ago for myself, though, is that I was kind of ruining my sleep schedule because I was waiting until midnight. Sometimes I would stay up after midnight to do really quick reactions for things, and that wasn't really good for me. I definitely don't think that that was smart of me to do for such a long time. Like, I know that there are people that do that, and that's totally fine, but I am the type of person that needs at least 8 hours of sleep. So that was a big thing for me too on my break, was getting my sleep schedule in order. And that was very beneficial for me to get back on a normal schedule for sleep. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. That kind of explains my rough idea plans and where I would like to go with my YouTube channel. So I think I'm gonna stop it there with a lot of like the sad stuff. And we are going to segue into a section of things that have helped me so much and things that I am looking forward to and things that have brought my passion back. I want to mention that I am going to do another video like similar to this one. I think I might actually do something of a Q&A. I know that some people probably have a lot of questions about certain things, and I think that I know that there are probably quite a few people that have questions about certain things, and where I have tried to answer certain ones, I haven't really talked about a lot of it, especially on my YouTube channel. Okay, moving on to like the good stuff. Something that has really helped me while I have been on my break has been playing video games for myself and not worrying about making it into content. So I've been working on that, and some of the games that I've been playing for myself, some of them are replays or some of them are games that I am planning to bring for content as well, but kind of doing it for myself first. Persona 3 Reload is a big one. I am actually playing a good chunk of that on my own, and I am planning on doing some stuff for content as well, but playing some of it on my own has been so wonderful. I did play Persona 5 on my own, like vanilla Persona 5 when it first came out, and that was such a wonderful experience. I actually really loved doing that. Another game that I replayed on my break was Final Fantasy 1, the Pixel Remaster. I am actually doing a count up with some friends, and we're doing it very, very casually. I've also been playing this since February, but Love in Deep Space I've also been playing on my own time, and this is definitely one of my favorite games now. I really enjoy it, and I've been playing it every day since I started, and I love it. I love Xavier. I love Love in Deep Space. It's great. And then I've been looking forward to 2 games. Infinity Nikki, which if you haven't watched my most recent video about my exclusive look into the second closed beta test, I will put it in the cards, but check it out. I am so excited for Infinity Nikki. That game is going to be so perfect. I'm so excited for it. And then the next game that I am super looking forward to is Metaphor ReFantazio, and they actually did sponsor this video, and I am going to talk about it and show y'all some stuff here. Today's video is sponsored by Atlas, and it's time to prepare for a royal tournament when Metaphor ReFantazio releases on October 11th, 2024.
One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
You all might have heard me talk about this game this year, but this is my most anticipated game of the year. Metaphor ReFantazio is a brand new Atlas IP from the creative minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. The game features a unique fantasy world where the protagonist and his trusty fairy friend, Gallica, go on a quest to lift a mysterious curse from the kingdom's lost prince.
This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Metaphor features incredible combat that feels like a beautiful combo of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, with fast combat and turn-based battles. The cast of characters are unique, and you can form bonds with them to form a powerful party of friendship. Let's also not forget about archetypes, which allow you to channel and combine the abilities of different job classes, letting you assemble a party that works for your playstyle. Also, I have to just mention, this UI is incredible. Literally the most beautiful game UI I have ever laid my eyes on. If you're interested in checking out Metaphor ReFantazio, the demo is free to check out and the full game is available now. Thank you so much again to Atlas for sponsoring this video. Okay, moving on to some other things that I have been doing to help me get over this burnout and feel better. So these are more the things that people, like, we don't want to do these things, but they actually work. Like, professionals are right about these things and that they actually work. So the big one that I have noticed that has been the most supportive thing, I believe, has been getting outside every day and going on walks. Another thing that I've been doing also is trying to drink lots of water during the day. I realize that I have been pretty dehydrated. I do not drink enough water. I don't think any of us really drink enough water, probably. But I definitely notice as well that when I am not fully hydrated, that I can feel it. I get more headaches. I feel not as awake. It even shows up on my skin. I just don't feel as good when I'm not hydrated. Something else that has helped a lot is trying to reduce my screen time. I'm still working on that, but I have done a better job at it in not just spending a ton of time scrolling through Twitter or scrolling Instagram Reels or checking a bunch of Discord servers. I feel like I have done such a better job with that. Another thing that I have been doing is learning. I know that's probably a little weird, but I have been trying to teach myself other things again, and I feel like my brain just eats it up because I need to exercise my brain muscles in learning things. So I have been teaching myself a new editing program, and I'm really proud of myself because my Infinity Nikki video was made with my new editing program, and this video will also have been made with my new editing program. And I just recently learned it. I probably started learning it maybe 2-ish weeks ago. So definitely hasn't been that long, and I feel like it's going pretty okay. Something else that I've gotten back into that's also really helped is reading. I definitely used to love reading a lot, and then I fell into a reading slump, and I've been pulling myself out of it slowly but surely during this break. And then I think the final thing, at least that I can think of, that I've been doing is making sure that I am carving out time for some kind of creative thing, whether that be coloring or journaling, scrapbooking. I do these sticker by number books. I try to do something that is creative for me, like a creative hobby. I think that was another really important factor into finding my passion again, is doing something that was easier on the brain, but it was still kind of stirring the creative juices, even if it was a very simple thing, like a sticker by number book. Yeah, I think that's it. Those are the things that I have been doing on my break that have been really helping. And of course, I've been doing other things too, like seeing my therapist and talking to my psychiatrist and doing those things and spending time with my family. But all of the combined things, even if it seems like a lot, it's all been helping so very much. And I think that I'm finally at a much better place than I was 3 months ago. And sometimes you really just need to take a step back if you're able to. I'm grateful that I am in a place that I was able to take a step back, but sometimes it's necessary, especially if you are feeling that you are losing yourself like I was. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and let me know what you think. I had a really great time filming this, and I'm really wanting to do more of these. My next video will probably be another type of chatty video, and we will discuss some of the bigger things there. I will probably also answer some questions if anybody has anything on their mind. So if you do have a question that you want me to answer, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will hopefully get to it in the next video. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and check out some other videos that will pop up after. All of my links are down in the description below, and if you want to check out Metaphor ReFantazio for yourself, make sure to click on the link as well in the description. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk about it. I am going to be creating content on it. I'm so excited. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Goodbye.